What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Fortify. I am your host, Jackson. And Gavin did not join me today for this podcast, but that's okay, because this is kind of just like a mini pre-tomorrow podcast, because tomorrow's podcast will be posted about cars. Yeah, cars. So I will do the joke after I introduce my friend Mark from Master Lego Gamers.
What's up, y'all? I was on here a week ago? 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, a couple podcasts ago.
Yeah. It was number 6, I think.
Yeah, because I did do the 2 sequels.
Yep.
I say sequels or sequels?
Alright, so do you want to spill the cheese, I guess?
Alrighty, I will. Why can't you tell jokes on the ice?
Why not?
Because it'll crack up.
That's pretty good. Knock knock.
Who's there?
USA.
USA who?
Where that oil, bro? That's gonna come up in like 5 minutes.
That's funny. Alright. So, for Fortnite, cars will be coming tomorrow, and
What do you think? We really don't know. I mean, there is a possibility of a challenge to fill up a truck at a Caddy Corner gas station.
yeah. I don't want to turn into clickbait, so I'm not going to say cars will be coming. Cars might be coming tomorrow.
Yeah. But there is like a 90% chance, 95% chance they're going to be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
And if they're not here tomorrow, well, I got to find a subject for my next podcast fast. Because mine's every Tuesday and Thursday, and I do one every week, except the first week, because I don't really count a 40-second introduction an actual podcast.
True. So, so there might be new POIs in Fortnite. Which
yeah.
One of them is the Atlantis City, and possibly the boss of that place could be maybe Aquaman, and the henchman might be fish.
Yeah, it would be the fish sticks. Like the
warrior fish sticks.
Yeah, the warrior fish sticks. So,
and throughout this whole Tico battle, who are you teamed with? Are you teamed with Team Default, or are you with Team Fishy and Banana? Let me know.
I'm more of a memer, so whatever side the Banana's on, I'm on that side, so I guess I'm on
the Fishy gang.
Yeah. I guess I'm with the Bananas then.
Yep. Well, the Bananas and the Fish are coming together to fight the Defaults, because the Defaults think that they're good, which they're not, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. So, did you see the, how they updated the gas station at, like, Salty and Lazy? Did you see that?
Yes, I did see that. I kind of like it. It's kind of well, I mean, I do know that they did update the Lazy Lake one, but it's kind of like the old Lazy Lake one. They didn't really need to update the Lazy Lake one because it was already pretty big.
They were going to, but since they updated the Lazy Lake one to add trucks into it.
Oh, true. Which
is why it's taller now. The Salty will probably have small and medium cars. I'm not sure about large cars, though. And do you think these cars will just spawn randomly in the middle of the road? Or
I don't think so.
Will they still give you metal, or what?
I think it won't give you metal. I think it'll do the exact same thing that boats and helicopters do. You punch it, or pickaxe it, and then it explodes. It kills you.
Yeah, but, like, metal is now, like, valuable, almost, at this point.
Yeah.
Metal is really rare. Like, there's only a couple locations where you can get a lot of metal.
And that's one of them is Risky Reels.
Yeah. There's a lot of destroyed cars there.
Yeah. And countertops. Countertops surprisingly give you 2 metal, which is weird. Should give you 1.
Yeah. So, for the new POIs, we got 2 that have a big possibility of coming, and 1 that is more like speculation, but I think it still should be mentioned. So, like you said, there was the Aquaman one, where it would probably be the Whirlpool, which is why that's there. Could be one, the Siona skin. That one could be the one too. Podcast that there's a henchman in the. I didn't mention this, but there's a henchman. There's a little spaceship off the coast of Craggy, and it's not really off the coast, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's off the coast of Craggy, and there's a spaceship underwater with a beacon on the side of a mountain, with the same colors that the Siona uses.
I did hear something about the visitors having a spaceship underwater, but I don't think it's the same thing as what you're talking about.
It's not the visitor. It's definitely not the visitor, because that would be more red, orange, blue, and this is more white, pink, and orange.
Okay.
Completely different colors. So
True.
And then again, there could be a black manta at the grotto, which would be interesting, but I doubt it will happen.
Yeah.
So, do you want to mention the item shop? I have Fortnite up right now.
I don't know what's in the item shop currently.
Oh, so there's, did you see the Fortnite Classics? So it has, it has, 3 back blings and a pickaxe. It's 1,200 V-Bucks, and there's Rocky, which is the Easter Island head that used to be back in Season 5. You guys remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
There is a regular chair from a mountain, I guess. There is the TV from 4 that flickers when you take damage, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then there's a pickaxe that that's just a gnome connected to a stick with rope. Not interesting. And also
surprise adoption to that gnome.
Yeah. There's also that Gator Force is all in right now. And I wouldn't buy any of it in my opinion. There is the Serpent Strike set in the item shop right now, and there is the what is that called? The Artificial Evolved set in the item shop right now. Those are the featured. And daily there's the Overtaker, High Rise Assault Trooper, which didn't that skin used to be rare? Really, really rare.
Yeah, I think.
And they had Fork Knife, and now there's a style where you can make a knife fork.
Nice.
Completely. They added Crisscross. They added the No Sweat emote, which is from the mech used in Season 9. And there's Pizza Party back. And then they still have the Manta, Black Manta, and the Par Patroller and the special offers right now. So, That's the item shop. I'm currently tier, 92? Yeah, 92. So, so it's not gonna take very long to get to tier 100. And if you just started, you could probably still make it to tier 100, honestly. I say tier, but it's level 100.
I'm around level 180 something. I'm close to 200.
Ow.
I grind.
Yeah, I've gone back into zombies because I'm just honestly waiting for cars.
Yeah.
That's the only thing why.
Oh, and this is for some players if you play on PlayStation and PC, not on Switch or mobile. But for you guys, if you guys do own the Save the World, there's on Fortnite's birthday, which is in a couple of days, I think. They are giving a exclusive to Save the World users back bling.
All right. There is. So, how do you think about there's the main one I can think of is the peeled off. How do you think about that skin that could be coming out soon?
I mean, I don't really have an opinion for it.
I don't know. I mean, it depends on how much V-Bucks it is, honestly. I bet it would be like a legendary skin or part of a pack. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything else about Fortnite you want to talk about?
I don't think so. So, do you want to move into what's new news?
Yeah.
So, in what's new news, so in the news lately, I'm just going to say this, just say it. I mean, police officers need to chill. Like, I know they have a lot of power, but not as much power to do what they're doing. I'll tell you that much.
And, like, did you hear that, army troops, unidentified army troops were putting protesters into unidentified vans?
So that's a surprise adoption to them.
Yeah, and
that is illegal, my friends. You cannot do that.
The mayor of Oregon immediately shocked. And fun fact about the mayor of Oregon, he climbed Mount Everest.
Oh yeah, I think you mentioned that on your podcast.
I did.
Cool fun fact of the day.
Yeah. The mayor of Portland, Oregon climbed Mount Everest. Imagine that, climbing Mount Everest. 8,000 meters. I don't know how many feet.
It's pretty tall. It's a pretty tall mountain.
Uh-huh. It is the tallest, but there's like speculation about another mountain because you know how the Earth is a bit like a squished ball? How it's on like the equator?
Yeah.
And it could technically be taller than the Mount Everest, and like, I don't know.
You know, every scientist that probably discovered that was like, they probably turned around and looked at each other and went, another one.
Yeah, but, I mean, like, me, I have protested these. I only go to preschool protests and one that was by the schools. Yet there was still, like, people giving us middle fingers. This was, like, back in maybe May, early June. This was, like, a month ago, but, like, a lot of students and teachers and principals were there watching with,
Is that a good thing that they were supporting it, or is that a bad thing?
They were supporting them. So, yeah, I do feel like the schools kind of care.
Yeah, kind of.
But, I do want to mention this, that, you know how I mentioned it's always been, it's probably going to end up being 2 days?
Yeah.
Well, it was actually almost 4 days.
Wow.
In school. And most people went, because some people don't think this thing exists.
Which, honestly,
and then they find out the hard way.
Yeah, that's kind of just, like, the scary thing about it. Like, come on, people. Yeah. Like, I know, we all know the government's lying about aliens, but, like, come on, I don't think they're lying about this.
You, giving into a conspiracy theory and then denying a conspiracy theory is actually... I just wanted to mention that. I know you meant that jokingly.
Yeah, of course,
right?
Of course.
But I just thought that was kind of ironic. I honestly can't. I was going to mention that I did mention it on my podcast, but I was listening to a radio, and I already told Jackson here, but I was listening to a radio while at West Virginia. I mentioned that 2 podcasts ago. Well, yeah, and I was listening. It was like whatever number for this radio station, because they always have some weird long list of numbers. And it's like, it's here, and here's the daily news. It's like, he talks about how, the coronavirus hit where Snoop Dogg lives, but Snoop Dogg didn't get it. And they're thinking that, it could be that, weed or marijuana could be used to cure the coronavirus. And I wanted to, like,
it's
3 to 4 minutes.
If this is, which I doubt it, like, just something about me doubts it, that there is something about a cure for that.
I said in my own podcast, they're getting desperate.
But if it is, if marijuana is a part of saving this, like, there's gonna be places in this world that's gonna be like, oh, that's in it? Oh, heck no, you guys can deal with coronavirus.
Yeah.
And if not, then there will be a lifelong joke of people being like, oh yeah, that's how I saved myself from coronavirus.
Yeah. It will just be weird if, like, something obscure is the cure, but, like, I feel like, I don't know, it's a virus, so there isn't really a cure for it.
Yeah, true.
So, well, I just wanted to end on something happy, I guess, like I did on the other one.
And so, next episode sneak peek, we will have as our guest Bryn, which is Gavin's sister. I don't think she knows anything about Fortnite, but that'll be okay. That's funny.
Jackson will probably be my special guest on my podcast, so if you hear one, and we're probably going to be talking about cars tomorrow, so.
Alright. Alright, well, that wraps up this episode. Bye.
See you later.